Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome back to the Tarot Genie, where you receive insights from the tarot to your burning questions about business, career, entrepreneurship, personal development, spirituality, and more. Would you like to know how to reignite your passion and invest more time in a project that's important to you, but that you've been struggling with for whatever reason? It could be that you may have hit some impasses, or that there's some areas or facets of the particular project where you just don't feel totally confident, and that's causing your passion to lag. It's causing it to dip. Well, we want to get back on track. I definitely know I do, because this happens to me from time to time. And I was reminded of this as I took a class yesterday from my spiritual coach, my favorite spiritual coach, Carol Duray. And her refrain is always, you really need to tap into the bliss, and also in any aspect of your life. And also, if you really have a passion, a burning desire for something, you are going to commit yourself to it. So I will select 3 cards as always. And before I do that, I would like to recommend a book. Now, this book I've had on my shelf for a number of years. And what I will preface it by saying, I'm not trying to impose any spiritual or religious beliefs on anyone. You don't have to be a Christian or a follower of Jesus or anything to benefit from this book. I think you can look at it in an objective way, just look at it for practical tips, because that's how I use it. Although I do follow specific tenets. And anyway, this book is called Jesus in Blue Jeans, A Practical Guide to Everyday Spirituality. And this is by Laurie, Beth Jones, and as usual, I will put the information about the book in here. But what I like about this book is that she talks about Jesus Christ as in a way that makes his philosophies, his teachings accessible to anyone, regardless of your particular religious orientation or lack thereof. I just appreciate it. And one of the chapters that relates to passion, and everything is about things he taught and how he demonstrated them, particular philosophies in his life. This chapter, he had thunder in his hooves. And this is all about how his passion for doing things, his passion for overturning the tables of the money lenders, and how passion and purpose are so vital, especially if it's a particular project that's important to you. So check this out. Do recommend it. I've had it for a number of years. Or find any book, refer to any book that ignites your passion, that reminds you what you're all about. I'm going to shuffle the cards for this 3-card spread with the Giant Rider-Waite Tarot. And let's see what you are going to learn, how you can reignite your passion, pour more passion, and spend more time on a project that's important to you this week and this next month. So let's see what the tarot has to say. All right, now the first card is going to represent the situation. And if you're watching this video now, this particular tarot card will provide insights on what you may have overlooked or not been totally conscious of vis-a-vis this particular area of your life or project in which you feel you need to reignite your passion and time. We have here the 2 of Pentacles, or the 2 of Coins. And as you just look at this, you see that this individual, this young man, it appears to me to be, is engaged in a rather juggling act. He's juggling 2 coins. These could represent 2 financial investments, 2 particular projects. Given that our question was about a particular project or facet of our lives, I would say that this is representing that what's going on right now, the insights that you need to know is that yes, you've been feeling that you're doing a juggling act. There are different areas of your life and you're just trying to balance them and keep them going. And it's challenging. As we can see, there's some rough seas in the background. These boats are bouncing up and down with the waves, and it's a bit tricky. It's a bit challenging. So what this is suggesting to me that you need to be aware of is that one reason that your passion may have lag is that you feel maybe you're balancing too many things. You're juggling too many projects, and there's just a lot of maybe perhaps some turmoil going on in the background. It's just something you need to be aware of. And so be conscious of this. But at the same time, what's interesting here, and I always look at this, is that this young man has this strange looking top hat. It's very long, elongated red top hat, and he has red stockings. This suggests to me that yes, it's a juggling act, but there's passion in there. So you can take solace in that this particular project is important to you, but it may not, you may not have been prioritizing it because you just feel that so much is going on with your life and that there are battles or things to, fires to put out in the background. You're just constantly feeling like you're just balancing back and forth and not making headway. That's what you're feeling, is that you're not making headway. You're just keeping things going in the air, but not moving forward. You're just kind of doing a jig in place as he is. But no, at least take solace in that there is a valid passion and that you do, it is something important to you. So recognize that. Recognize that this particular project does have value and is important for you. So that represents the situation. And I may sneeze in a moment. All of a sudden I feel a little bit, excuse me, coming on. The next card represents the action to take, suggested action to take. And wow, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So we see, pull this back so it's not shining, the bright light shining on it. The Nine of Pentacles is this woman who is out in her lush vineyard. And you see this illumination. It's a bright sunny day. She's got her falcon on her arm. And it's just a lush, lush environment. You've got the grapes everywhere. And she obviously appears to be someone who is affluent, who has wealth and ease. And for me, this is suggesting that the action you need to take is to tap into an attitude and focus on abundance, on affluence, on beauty, on illumination. And in answer, in response to the question, how can you carve out more time, which the coins and pentacles can often reflect, they reflect time or represent time, energy, money. It's suggesting that yes, you do indeed need to dedicate time to get to reap the rewards. So start looking at how you can schedule, how you can organize your energy, your priorities, so that you can move forward in this particular project that really is important to you. And she's showing, this just sense of ease and grace about her. And she's also, though, important to note, she's solitary. So what it may mean for you is that you need to dedicate some time where you can really focus intently on your particular passion, your particular project. And what else can we say here? Oh, there's a little snail moving slow. It would appear moving slowly across in front of this woman. For me, that suggests steady, methodical action. No matter how slow some things may seem to take, and things may appear, the progress may appear to be very slow, steady is key. Consistent, steady action. And I will see if anything else comes from this, but for me this is suggesting embrace an attitude of affluence, of focus on how important this particular project is to you, having a vision, creating a vision of it's as being very fruitful, because we see this vineyard, things are blossoming and blooming. So see that, keep that vision ahead of you. If you keep that vision in mind, especially if you embody it, you feel it in your heart, not just in your head, you're not just watching something on a screen, but really stepping into that sense of abundance and reaping the rewards of where this project will take you. This is the action to take, and slow and steady, constant action and focus on where you want to move. That is what is being suggested here, to be able to raise your passion and get back on track. And finally, the likely outcome. If you follow these suggestions, if you become aware of what has been holding you back, you know, that feeling of not making any progress, of juggling too many things, you may need to make some, you know, prioritize and make some decisions about what has to go. And what the likely outcome is that you are going to move forward. Forward from, perhaps, in looking back at this, we see these turbulent seas in the Two of Pentacles. And what, in this image of the Six of Swords, often is the card suggesting movement forward, getting away from turbulence. I feel that this is suggesting that you're going to make progress. You are going to move ahead, away from a situation of frustration to smoother waters, and little, you know, turbulent waters to smoother waters. You're going to reach the shore that you are setting out to reach. Once you take stock of where you are, recognize, you can't make a change until you actually acknowledge something. If you keep it buried and stifled, it's very difficult to make a change. And it's a suggested action. Prioritizing your time, prioritizing your activities, your time, energy, money, keeping a vision of where you want to go and a positive image of where you want to go, that will stir up that passion and it will motivate you to carve out the time for it. And as a result, you will be able to move forward from the current situation of stagnation and a little bit of turbulence to reaching the shores that you had set your sights on. I hope this reading has been helpful for you. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell so that you can be notified of upcoming videos that occur on Mondays. Illumine your mind, inspire your life with the tarot. Until next time.